Welcome to the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast. I'm Priya, and joining me today is Arjun.
Hello, everyone. We're excited to dive into today's topic, which revolves around a deeply emotional and complex legal case that touches on themes of life, death, and the legacy we leave behind.
Absolutely, Priya. Today we're discussing a recent judgment from the High Court of Delhi that addresses the sensitive issue of posthumous reproduction. This case involves a grieving couple, Gurvinder Singh and Harbir Kaur, who sought to retrieve their deceased son's frozen sperm to continue his legacy after his untimely death.
It's a heart-wrenching situation, isn't it? Their son, Preet Inder Singh, was only 30 years old when he passed away from non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of cancer. Before starting chemotherapy, he had the foresight to preserve his sperm, understanding that the treatment could lead to infertility.
That's right. The court documents reveal that Preet was advised by his doctors to consider sperm storage as a precautionary measure. It's a testament to his awareness of the potential consequences of his illness. The parents approached Sir Gangaram Hospital, where the sperm was stored, to request its release for the purpose of surrogacy.
And this is where the legal complexities begin. The hospital refused to release the sperm without a court order, citing a lack of clear guidelines on how to handle such requests, especially when it involves the genetic material of a deceased individual.
It raises so many questions about consent and rights over reproductive material. In this case, the hospital argued that there were no laws governing the release of sperm from an unmarried deceased male to his parents. They pointed out that typically such rights would belong to a spouse.
Exactly. The legal landscape surrounding assisted reproductive technology, or ART, is still evolving. The Assisted Reproductive Technology Regulation Act of 2021 and the Surrogacy Regulation Act of 2021 were both enacted after Preet's death, which complicated matters further. The hospital claimed that these laws did not provide a framework for the situation at hand.
So, what did the court ultimately decide?
The court recognized that the parents were the legal heirs of their son, as he died intestate, meaning he did not leave a will. The court ruled that the sperm constituted property and as such should be released to the parents. This decision was based on the understanding that the parents had the right to their deceased son's genetic material.
That's a significant ruling. It not only acknowledges the parents' grief, but also sets a precedent for how similar cases might be handled in the future. The court emphasized that the deceased had expressed his intent to preserve his sperm for the purpose of procreation, which played a crucial role in their decision.
It's fascinating how the court navigated the intersection of law, ethics, and personal wishes. They also highlighted the absence of any prohibition against posthumous reproduction in Indian law, which is quite progressive compared to many other jurisdictions.
Indeed, many countries have strict regulations or outright bans on posthumous reproduction. For instance, in Germany and France, such practices are heavily restricted, often requiring explicit consent from the deceased, which can complicate matters if the individual did not leave behind clear instructions.
And in some places, like the United States, the legal landscape varies significantly from state to state. Some states allow posthumous reproduction with consent, while others do not recognize the rights of parents to use their deceased child's genetic material for reproduction.
This case really shines a light on the need for clearer guidelines and laws surrounding assisted reproductive technologies, especially as medical advancements continue to evolve.
Absolutely. The court's decision also reflects a growing recognition of the rights of individuals to make choices about their reproductive futures, even after death. It opens the door for discussions about how society views family, legacy, and the bonds that persist beyond life.
And it's not just a legal issue, it's deeply personal. The parents in this case expressed their desire to continue their son's legacy, to have a grandchild who carries a part of him. It's a poignant reminder of the lengths to which people will go to maintain connections with their loved ones.
It really is. The emotional weight of this case cannot be overstated. The court acknowledged the parents' grief and their wish to honor their son's memory by potentially having a grandchild. It's a complex interplay of love, loss, and the desire for continuity.
As we wrap up, it's important to consider the broader implications of this ruling. It not only affects the Singh family, but could also influence future cases involving posthumous reproduction and the rights of parents to access their deceased children's genetic material.
Absolutely, Priya. This case serves as a crucial touchpoint in the ongoing conversation about reproductive rights, consent, and the evolving nature of family in our society. It's a reminder that as technology advances, so too must our legal frameworks to ensure they reflect the realities of human experience.
Thank you for joining us today on the Ask Junior Daily Judgments podcast. We hope this discussion has shed light on the complexities of posthumous reproduction and the legal considerations that come into play.
We'll continue to follow this evolving area of law and keep you updated on any new developments. Until next time, take care and stay informed.